guys, it's Erica, and today I am here to show you how to make dividers using the vinyl tabs that I sell in my shop. Obviously this pattern is a custom that I made for myself. The font is a custom, the hearts are a custom because, you know, obviously it's my own shop, so I made myself my own tabs. I don't currently offer this in the shop as I will be going on maternity leave, but I really wanted to do this video for anybody who buys the digital files and want to figure out how to make their own dividers, or if you have the tabs and you have yet to make your dividers because you're trying to figure out how to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to caveat my daughter is watching Frozen in the background and she will be talking a lot, so I apologize if that is a distraction, but that's how this mama has to film because I gotta watch my daughter and I also have to film at the same time. So I am doing this for a pocket planner. The size is 3.25 across the top and 4.75 across the side. These will be side tabs, so these are actually 4.75 inches in height. And then I made these vellum sheets. I just printed on vellum this bouquet pattern. I have 3 colors, so 2 of each color, and I'm going to use them as my actual dividers. And then I have 5mm lamination pouch, which is by Scotch. Everything will be linked in the down bar. First of all, if you've never seen a laminating pouch, it usually has one end that is already attached, and then you have the open end that you can open like such. And I believe I can get 4 in one pouch. So we're gonna attempt this and see if we can get 4. Otherwise, I might just try 3. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line these up. So I have 2 light colored ones, then I have 2 medium colored ones, and 2 of the more pink ones. So I'll do them in order. We'll do light, medium, dark, and then light, medium, dark. So I'll start with the light one, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the bottom. You obviously can use whatever pattern you want. You can use whatever material you want. You can mount this clear. You can just put the tabs directly in the pouch and not have to use vellum. You just want to make sure you have enough space so that when you cut out your divider, there's enough space between your tabs. But in this case, I'm going to actually mount it to vellum. So what I'm going to do is take this off of the sheet, and I'm treating it like a sticker. It's very delicate though. It's much thinner than regular sticker paper, so you have to be very careful. And I'm going to put the top one on the lightest color. And I'm just going to line up the tab to one side of the vellum. And then just line it up against the edge like so. And then the actual text will go directly onto the laminating pouch. The top part, this bottom part of the tab will go directly on the vellum. So what you have is this little divider. But because this is adhesive, you really want to laminate this, otherwise you're not gonna get, you're gonna end up messing up your vinyl. So you definitely want to laminate. So then we're gonna do the next color, do the same thing. Just gonna take the tab off very carefully. Try not to rip my letters. And again, I'm just gonna take this and line it up on my vellum. My vellum again is cut to pocket size, which is 3.25 in width at 4.75 in height. And I'm just lining up at the bottom corners, like so, and then lining it up against the edge with the text sticking out of the top. Just like so. Super simple. So it's mounted to the vellum with the text sticking out. And then it looks like these will in fact fit in the pouch. So then I can fit 4 in here. So that's really nice about Pocket. There's a lot of space. So then we'll do the third one. And I actually printed 6 and I realized I really only need 5. So for whatever reason, I thought I had 6 tabs. I have extra vellum, which is fine. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to line it up to the edge. Press it down, line it up to the top, just like so. Pressing it down as I go. And then just, whoa, lining it up. There you go, see? Even I almost made an oopsie. And then just like that, I'm actually using the adhesive of the vinyl to stick it to the pouch so it doesn't shift during lamination. If these were cardstock, I would put some adhesive or like a little dot of like removable adhesive underneath so it wouldn't slide, because I've had die cuts slide inside of a pouch while I'm laminating and completely ruin it. Okay, next I'm gonna do the lightest color. Actually, this looks a little stained. Looks like I got some green on it. It's okay. They're for me anyway. They're for personal use. I'm not too worried about it. So then I will do the next one. And doing the exact same thing. Lining it up to the top. All the way on the edge. And just like so. So essentially, you have the tabs. I provide the tabs. You guys provide your own cardstock or vellum or acetate, or you can even do this completely clear. Like you could take this tab and just stick it straight into the pouch. Just make sure you have space so then you can cut it out. So then I'm just gonna close up the pouch and we're gonna go ahead and laminate like such. And this is what our dividers will look like. So here's my Scotch laminator. It is like the cheapest one you can buy. It's already set to 5 mil. I already have it preheated, which means it is ready to go. And I'm just going to feed this in. You always want to feed in the closed edge versus the open edge, because the open edge can catch and get stuck in the rollers. And I'm just going to feed this in the back. Just like so. And then we just wait. So there you go. We have laminated our dividers. Pretty straightforward and simple. Again, like I said, you can always put the tabs in empty and just make sure you have enough space so that when you cut it out, you're gonna cut out the right size of your divider. So if you need to, you might, if you're gonna do clear, you wanna make sure you mark it with a Sharpie or a pen or something so you know how much space you need in your laminating pouch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one off camera and I will see you back in a minute. Okay, now that we have our dividers all laminated, I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. So I have this guillotine. This is a tonic guillotine. I bought this on Amazon and I will link it down below. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these guys out, separate them. So then we can actually get them to the correct size and separate them. And honestly, I don't fussy cut around the letters. I know some people do. I do not. I'm lazy. I just leave them as rectangular blobs because that's easier for me. And it's so much faster that way. And a lot of people like to leave the laminated edge. I don't know if you guys can see it because the camera does not want to focus on it. But there's like a little gap between the lamination and the actual paper. I personally cut all the way to the edge. I don't leave that gap because my lamination pouches stick directly to the material, so you can cut right up to the edge. Now if there was 2 sheets of paper in here, or if this was cardstock and not an adhesive, I would not recommend that because they will then split. But because it's just 1 layer of material, you can cut right up to the edge, which is what I am going to do. So here I'm just putting it right up to the edge and I am going to cut. And since these are already pre-measured, I really don't have to like measure it, but if you do have to measure, as you can see, I have this lined up to one edge and that edge hits right at the 4.75, so I know I have the right width. As for the top, I don't want to cut off the letters, and like I said, I like to leave it rectangular, so I'm just going to get as close to the edge of the letters as I can and then cut off just the excess.
That's your plan? My ice
And here I have one divider. Just like that. And like I said, I don't fussy cut out the letters. You are more than welcome to do that. I am not going to. I am going to round the corners, but I'll do that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the rest of the dividers and then show you how I round it and hole punch it. Okay, so we now have our dividers. I have contacts, personal, lists, finance, and then coupons. And then I went ahead and laminated that extra vellum that I had, and I'm going to use this as a page lifter in the back of my planner. And then I also have my corner rounder. This is called a crop-a-dial, and this is from We Are Memory Keepers. I bought mine at Michael's with a coupon. And it's got two different sizes. It's got 1/2 inch round or 1/4 inch round. And you just open up the sides like so. And then you decide what size you want. We're going to do the 1/4 inch. So you just stick it into the side like so. And then punch. And this one doesn't punch that great. So I tend to go over each corner multiple times so that I can get it all the way around. And I'm just going to go ahead and round all of my dividers. Okay, so I've gone ahead and rounded all of my little dividers, and then now I'm going to hole punch it. This is an open hole punch. It's actually, the brand is Open. It's a Japanese company, and it's adjustable, which I really, really like. It goes as big as A5, then personal, A6, and pocket, which is what we are doing. So I'm just going in and I'm going to just mark it because this doesn't punch very well through laminate. So what I do is I just line it up here and I use this to mark the holes so I know where to hand punch. So I just kind of pop it real quick and then it gives me these marks. And then I just use my cheap individual hole punch to see where I need to punch my holes. And so I'm just going to punch all these by hand. And there you have it. You have a divider with side tabs using vellum, laminated in 5mm pouches, and hole punched. I'm going to go ahead and finish all of these, and I will see you guys at the end of the video to show you the final reveal. Yay! Okay guys, so here is the final product. Little dividers. They're so ridiculously cute. I'm not going to do a flip right now because I don't have all my inserts in here yet. So I have my contacts, then personal, then lists, which I put a die cut on. Then I have finance, another die cut, and then coupons. And then I put that vellum in the back, and then I had a clear dashboard that I put my IG handle on, which I will be offering this at the end of the week. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm sorry if it seemed like a hot mess. My daughter was distracting me a lot. She's still watching Frozen, so I was having a lot of difficulty filming this, and typically the camera angle is totally different, but now I have to go because she is begging for milk. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below or message me on Instagram. Thank you guys. Bye.